if you decided to create your own composition on Sibelius, here's how you go about it. We're going to select a blank score for now. Alright, we're going to go to change instruments. Now, thinking back to activity 2, where we had 3 instruments, let's stick with those 3 instruments for now. You can feel free to change them at any time afterwards. In my one, I had piano, add to score. I also had melodica, let's type it in, M-E-L-O-D-I-C-A, melodica, add to score. And I also had recorder, R-E-C-O, let's see, descant recorder, and add to score as well. Great, I have my 3 instruments. I'm going to select OK. In regards to time signature, let's stick to 4/4 for now, but you can also feel free to change that afterwards. Really, because these compositions are so free with those overlapping pulses, the sense of rhythm isn't quite obvious anyways. And we're also using the element of silence, which will help us with that. Select create. Now we have our new document with our descant recorder, melodica, and piano. If you want to change instruments, you go to the add or remove icon, or you could also use the shortcut I. Okay. Now thinking back to the previous activity 3, where we inputted the different patterns into GarageBand. Here you can do that, or we can create new patterns using those long and short sounds which we discussed back in activity 1. So for example, I might want to start off with the descant recorder part, where I have maybe let's just set some minims. Like in the first part of this 4th composition activity, you can either click onto the keypad to input notes, or you can use the number pad. I'm going to use the number pad because I like clicking. And let's start off with just using 1 note. If you think back to the previous GarageBand, where we had the rhythm patterns that we made back in the 2nd activity, we're doing something similar. It's easier for us to use a limited pitch set. For instance, if we just stick to 5 notes, I'm going to choose D, E, G, A, and C. Okay, I'm going to start off with the descant recorder, using the shortcut N to input notes. Then I can either click to input notes, or I can input using the laptop keyboard. My first note will be D. I'm going to, so that's a long note. I want to maybe have a nice long part, so I'm going to select a semi-breve, and then select that as well. And then let's have a few short pulses. And remembering that we also need to include silence, because silence is very important. Let's leave that pattern and maybe go on to the next bar where we have another D. And here as well. Alright, so that's my first pattern. To get that alternating pulse effect, or that overlapping pulse effect, we're going to select this pattern. In the pattern, Command C, and then we're going to input it into the melodica part. Remembering that the key thing with overlapping pulses is that they enter at different times, not on the same note. So to start off, maybe we'll have the melodica come in about a quaver pulse, maybe a crotchet pulse after the recorder. Go to select the crotchet, rest, and Command V. And then we can do the same thing later on in the piano. But for now, I want the piano to just be silent. To add some more bars to make this into a full 1-minute composition, we're going to go to Add in the Home ribbon. Add multiple or irregular bars. I'm going to add maybe about 32 bars. There we have it. And here, I'm going to continue on that process of creating different rhythmic patterns using some a limited pitch set, and getting that overlapping pulse feeling by having the different instruments enter at different times. There will be a model of my fully completed composition up on the website.